They say this island will change you. That behind the beauty.
Als Anne und ich vor der E3 bei Ubisoft in Montreal waren, hatten wir ein Interview mit Yohalem, dem Leadwriter von Far Cry 3. Es war eins dieser Interviews, von denen man positiv überrascht wird, weil der Interviewpartner sich tatsächlich Gedanken macht und mehr als nur seine Standardphrasen zu erzählen hat. Zuerst wollten wir von ihm wissen, was er in einer vorangegangenen Präsentation damit meinte, dass er mit Far Cry 3 ein Statement zur Situation junger Menschen in der heutigen Gesellschaft abgeben möchte.
The protagonist of the game, Jason Brody, is from Generation Y. It's a new type of protagonist for games. We really haven't had a young guy as a protagonist, I think, this generation. So having someone in their mid-20s be the central character and having it be a first-person game, so it's from his point of view, and he's experiencing the whole game from his point of view. Both I and the creative director, Pat Plurd, were very much inspired by Alfred Hitchcock's films. And so this sense of perspective, and depending on the perspective of the character, things change. And so we wanted to talk about Generation Y, and we wanted to do it from his perspective. And so for me, the central problem of my generation, because I'm 28, so it's pretty relevant to me personally as a creator, is I'm seeing this world in which kids come out of college and they expect the world to be a certain way, and then it turns out to be completely different. And society has evolved over the past, thousands of years to create a hierarchy in which older people are in control of everything. And in the past, people died pretty rapidly, and there was not a large older generation. And so kids in their 20s, kids were fully grown up and were a big part of society. And now you have 20-year-olds who are living in their parents' basements who who don't have access. I mean, basically, it's like there was a ladder that used to exist for young people to climb up through society, and that ladder's gone. It's just been taken up. And so now they're just left. And I think it's very frightening, especially since kids are taught in school that the world is going to reward them based on merit, and then it's going to reward them based on intellect. And then they come out and it turns out there's all these networks of people that have been established that want to help their friends, and that's it. And so this game on some level is a journey into that nightmare. And it's not a horror game, but it is kind of about Jason's insecurities, and Jason has separated himself from society. He graduated from college, he has no job, he's doing extreme sports with his friends, traveling across the world, and not really engaging. And his father is dead, and his older brother has kind of become the father for the family, and he's got a younger brother, Riley, who the older brother takes care of. And so Jason's kind of free, seemingly free. And so he's just having fun. And then he encounters this extreme situation in which he's cut out of that life and he has to grow up. And it's about whether he will succeed in that or whether he won't. And also about growth in relationship to video games, because video games are, they occupy our time in a way that, so that we don't apply our time to real life. And so it's very important to me that I don't waste players' time. I think a game should be about something important if players are going to spend any time involved with it. So for me, this issue is something that I wanted to dialogue with players about, and I also wanted to examine what a video game should be.
It's fucking easy, man. Just fucking pull the fucking trigger.
What do you want from me, man?
Let's go, man. Shoot me.
No!
Come on, shoot me, motherfucker. Let's go.
Shoot me, motherfucker! Come on!
Oh, fuck. I've never seen a bigger bunch of pussies in my life. Hey, listen, mama. The bitch is worth a lot of money, but you and your fucking asshole friend, you're not even worth a bullet.
Come on, man! What are you...
Bisher dachten wir ja, dass Jason Brody in Far Cry 3 die Hölle auf Erden erlebt. So wie Yohalem es aber erklärt, hört es sich ja so an, als sei es für den unfreiwilligen Helden des Spiels eine fast schon positive Erfahrung, oder?
That's up to players to decide what they think about the situation, and of course you don't know how it ends or the journey, all the different steps of the journey. I think that's definitely what's in play. I mean, there are aspects of this which are going to seem incredibly positive. There are, and it mirrors what the player's going through. The player's having a lot of fun playing this game, and lots of times when the player's having fun, Jason is having fun. Sometimes it's reversed for dramatic reasons because I'm treating the player as a character, and I want the player to be sometimes united with Jason, sometimes against Jason, and I want to play with that.
Nun finden wir kreatives Herangehen an Storys ja grundsätzlich gut, aber im neuesten Trailer wirkt es beinahe so, als ob man sich für eine mittlerweile schon altbekannt wirkende Schizophrenie-Geschichte à la Fight Club entschieden hätte. Ist den Machern klar, dass sie solche Annahmen wecken?
Yes, it's also not necessarily accurate. So everything in the game should be taken with a grain of salt until you actually finish it, because we're trying to examine pop culture, again, because it's Generation Y. Generation Y was raised on a certain kind of culture. Video games are a certain way. The plots are all a certain way, which means that the industry's ripe for someone to come in and question things. So every time we propose something that the player takes for granted, we're going to pull the rug out from under them.
You wear the tatau. You feel the jungle around you. Every man you fight deserves to have his life taken from him.
We are the warriors of the Rockyard, and I will lead you to glory! You better thank me, because I'm gonna free your fucking soul. You are so close to the end. Come on! The thing is, I'm not crazy, but you are. Come on, motherfucker. Pull the trigger! Let's go shoot me! You are me.